we go, ladies and gentlemen, another mix for the electrolyte. I don't know how you can see that, but there is salt forming in the bottom. I don't know if the salt's completely dissolved in the first place, but there is salt in the bottom, and that's a double mix. There's a lot of chemicals in that. I'll split it in half and make 2 cells out of it, but then I've got to make the cells back into the old garbage pile workshop. Got more stuff in here than can actually fit. The radio's on. We'll turn that off. And here we go. Can you see that? There we go. That's 4 amp hours. 7.6 of a volt and 0.04 of an amp. It's not going all that strong at the moment, but the rate of amp hours has slowed right down, so the electronics in here is actually measuring the battery flow. The cell is just about empty, and that cell still has a whitish mist in it. I don't know, but it's got 1.8 volts in it. Here we go. Yeah, 1.832 whatever volts. It's I don't know, 830, something like that. That's a lot of hours there. 3.5 hours more and it'll be 48 hours. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. I suppose that's all we can do for the moment. I'll tack on some more video after this, but I'm not going to keep filming because there's nothing else to show. I'm going to make some new elements, top and bottom elements. I don't think you need to know how to make them. I think you've seen it. I've got to open a new box of carbon plates that I bought. 10. There you go. So yeah, that's about it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. Where are we? Where can we see? Alright, we've got our zinc strips, and we're going to try and make them. That's not a zinc strip, it's called a strip. Going to try and make them into top elements. Have to get a curve in it without breaking it. This stuff tends to fracture. You can hear it. No, you can't. Fracture pretty easy if you bend it too far. It'll just crack. It's pure zinc, so it does what zinc does. And yeah, I should have really soldered that to another bit in the first place. Maybe. I'm going to get 2 out of this. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is an update. We have 2 cells made. They're very simple, just carbon on the bottom and zinc on the top. Carbon on the bottom and zinc on the top. And these are going to go with the other 2 cells I've already made. Let's turn this radio off. We don't want to hear him. Marcus somebody. Marcus Dipstick, I think it is. Marcus Dipstick. Anyway, don't worry. He's allowed to call everybody sorts of names and that. Anyway, there's 2 cells made. They have a negative and positive lead on them. Yeah, in the right colours this time, not like my other 2. Where you have to check where they go to. This lot, that cell is charging again. This is its 3rd charge. It seems to look very nice. That's the second cell I made yesterday. It hasn't been discharged yet, mainly because the discharge machine has been on that one for 2 days. So we've taken that off. We got a full 4.1 amp hours out of that, and that was over 1 volt. When it started to drop at 1 volt, it dropped dramatically fast, and there's not much left in it at 1 volt. But they start off at 1.8 volts, and they just run forever. So this one's charging now. We have our 18650 batteries here. That one started at 4 volts. I'll run it right down till it's flat. They usually go to the bottom of their life pretty quick, but might be 3 or 4 hours charging on that. And I'll get the other 2 cells that I've got made up with electrolyte. The electrolyte's outside and it's starting to evaporate, hopefully. This is a double mix. In other words, it's got 408 grams of zinc, sodium bromide, and it's got 332 grams of zinc sulfate. So that's a double mix. If you can see in there, I don't know if you can, but the salt is starting to form. It's still warm. It's got a lot of energy in the water yet, but the flies seem to like it. Well, we'll just have to filter them out as we go. But that's going to get split into 2 cells, and the liquid content is going to be made up with distilled water. It's actually rainwater here that I collect. So hopefully that's good. And we'll have 4 cells.